defense could just be the big theme going into 2025. We're hunting for the big ideas for you and putting it out there. Now, a slew of brokerage notes to watch out for the defense space have come in. Anushi joins in with the details and some astonishing positivity there for defense. Anushi.
Hey Tamanna, absolutely. Now, in these three notes that we are seeing a lot of emphasis on what the kind of order inflows one can expect from Q3 and Q4 onwards, and this is what they've highlighted what this would mean going forward for the defense industry. Starting with Elara Capital first, now they expect fireworks in Q4 as indigenization levels are expected to go up. In fact, if we look at the cumulative domestic AONs, that's the acceptance of necessity in this last 2.75 years, they've beat the past decade's level by around 1.5 times. So this expectation of multifold jump in contract awarding is expected to continue for the next 2 to 3 years. In fact, the defense imports have also dropped around 28% in FY24. The top picks in their space remain as Hindustan Aeronautics, Bharat Electronics, wherein they are seeing about a 30% and a 19% of an upside, while for Bharat Dynamics, they've changed their rating to accumulate from buy, seeing a 5% of an upside, and for Garden Reach, they've maintained their accumulate rating with a 6% of an upside. Coming to Phillip Capitals, now this is the most bullish node out of the three that we are looking at. They've initiated the coverage on the defense sector as a whole. They're seeing multiple growth opportunities. Key drivers include robust order book and healthy pipeline, strategic modes driven by the government preference and domain expertise, and along with that, cash-rich balance sheets with minimal working capital challenges, plus the margin upsides from these levels is something that we should be watching out for. They have initiated buy call on Bharat Electronics, Hindustan Aeronautics and Data Patterns, seeing a 31 to 32% of an upside in all three of these counters, while for Solar Industries and Bharat Dynamic, they've initiated a neutral rating, seeing a 23% and a 13% of an upside respectively. The last one on the list is Nuvama on defense sector, wherein they've given their outlook for 2025. They envisage a $130 billion of a opportunity in terms of defense spending in the next 5 years, and this is aided by the huge push in the localization, and this will further reduce dependence on disrupted global supply chains for the country. So this shall unveil a golden pipeline for private defense industry to step up and take charge of this localization push that is being there from the government side. Along with this, Trump administration coming into power soon is expected to improve the ties for India-US defense cooperation and would be beneficial for these companies as well. Recent stock price correction in the defense pack is another opportunity and another area which can give investors a good chance to take a pick in their favorable counters. Top picks for Nuvama includes Bharat Electronics and Data Patterns. So this is the overall summary of what we can expect for the next half and in fact the next 5 years also for defense, and which are the key top picks according to these brokerages.
Anushi, just a quick question, because there are three notes out there and everybody has different degrees of bullishness, right? I thought Elara was very, very bullish, by the way. But are there common stocks? Is HAL, for example, a common idea amongst these three and the few that have come in the past, or is there some other common idea? Any chance you've looked at that?
So three common stocks, if you have to see, Bharat Electronics is the one which always stands to stand out from these brokerage notes that we've seen in the last couple of notes. HAL, as you've pointed out, the biggest concern is on the supply chain issues which are expected to stabilize from March onwards. So HAL also remains as a beneficiary from according to what these brokerages are saying. And another stock that could be focused on is also Data Patterns. Both of these notes have emphasized, if we look at Elara, if we look at Nuvama, they've picked Data Patterns also one of their preferred stocks. So these three stocks, definitely one should be watching out their performance for the next 2 to 3 years for the long-term basis.
Okay. Well, Anushi, thanks for that. And you know what, we're going to be talking to a clutch of market experts today, and defense will be top of our agenda for sure.